Hello, how you doing? Today we are doing sightseeing log for Endwalker because it's been a while since I've been in these zones, so might as well. Starting with Garlemald, and here we go. Jantora Platform G. This mining platform is designed to pump vast quantities of cerulean-rich water from the icy depths of Cerulean and Gens. Six more rigs were built within the region for the same purpose, but the eruption of civil war brought all operations to a standstill. The runaway train. The mark that number passenger train was forced off the tracks by tempered soldiers as it attempted to flee the capital. Its twisted bulk left to rust in the ice and snow. Only nobles, high-ranking officers, or citizens with special dispensation were permitted to ride this exclusive service. Oh, I see. There's no way in from here, right? I'm exploring the wrong thing, that's why. Forum Solus. It was the square that Emperor Solus inspected his troops before embarking upon his second campaign into the Far East. The Imperial legions were ultimately successful in their subjugation of the Kingdom of Dalmasca, and officials celebrated the grand victory by transforming the parade ground into a commemorative public park. Huh. Tertium. Tertium is the third station along the railway network which serves the imperial capital of Garlemald. Equipped as a dispatch yard with generators and other facilities, it was taken over and fortified by the remnants of the First Legion following the city's fall into ruination. Ruination, I believe. Rigo Urbanissima. Here did beat the heart of the empire, a district pulsing with political, financial, and military authority. Yet these institutions, which once sought domination over the world, now lie in ruins. Any structure not outright destroyed in the War of Succession has been torn apart, its materials cannibalized for the construction of the Tower of Babel. One more. Once the Sancalum Imperialis, once the center of government for the Republic of Garlemald, this safety building would later house the Empire's adversary, adversary council. Within its walls, countless campaigns were planned and executed, decisions that would result in untold bloodshed and bring even greater prosperity to the Empire. Okay, that's Garlemald. I won't be Garlemald. I won't be back here until I do side quests, which will be a while. Shadowbringer side quested me out, but there isn't a lot left to do in this game, so I might end up doing it. I don't know. Stuff's out here. Okay, where am I? Felt like there was one over here, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, the mod, meaning the new harbor, and a language brought to the island shores by mainland settlers. Yeldi Mod is Thadir's main port town, owing to the shallow waters surrounding the island. However, larger trading vessels are forced to anchor at Aldenair and ferry over to the harbor in smaller boats before making their way to Razat-ham. The great work, even in Thavnir, the birthplace of alchemy, the practitioners of House Tamir are renowned for the craft of their concoctions. It was they who founded the settlement of the Great Work, and to this day, many talented alchemists choose to reside here and carry on the family's peerless endeavors. Let's see. Gixdal grounds. Quarried here by the wagon load, the purple streaked stone known as Giant Skull is one of Thavnir's most coveted exports. Incredibly dense and possessed of high ethereal conductivity, it is prized not only as a building material, but also a component in the craft of unyielding arms and armor, and the brewing of alchemical concoctions. Aha. Kadya's footsteps. Known as the mother of the Krens, Kadya is honored in both name and form at this open-air stage for dancers. Those who carry her legacy formed here beneath her stone-carved likeness, strutting and twirling for the glory of their gods and ancestors. The Font of Maya. This temple was once the abode of an order of Axadora ascetics who sought divine enlightenment through the spiritual power that is Maya. Abandoned for a stronghold deeper in the jungle, the structure now sits derelict and half submerged in rainwater. Dense jungle vegetation grows wild and unchecked across a wide band of Thavnir's inland region. Amongst the trees, however, can be found a sprinkling of shrines and temples dedicated to the pantheon of locally worshipped gods. Holy sites where once resided the ranks of the faithful. Okay, that's it for Thavnir. Yeah, that's it for Isambard, actually. Need to do this one, and I need to do everything in this one. Let me check something actually. I think I already did all the side quests in Ultima Thule. Yes, I did. One sec. Okay. Trog files deep. This cavern serves as a breeding ground for a certain subterranean species deemed vital to ongoing research efforts, including a study into creating fertilizer from the subject's phosphorus-rich excrement. Trog fauna reproduction is, however, an inexact science, routinely resulting in excessive numbers of cave-dwelling offspring spilling out into nearby habitats. In this experiment, Mariel agronomics. In this experimental crop farm, researchers explore agricultural methodology and study the growth of seeds collected from various regions across the world. It is named after Mariel, one of the 7 archons instrumental in Charlene's foundation, whose botanical knowledge helped enrich the island's barren soils and resolve food shortages. Charlene Hamlet, located in the Central Circuit, this self-contained settlement provides housing for foreign authorized researchers. Due to the highly confidential nature of their projects and a strictly enforced information protocol, the men and women here are rarely permitted egress to the city proper. The Path of Artifice. This massive lift is one of several which connects the surface of Old Charlene to the subterranean research and storage complex of Labyrinthos. At the end of its descent, the mechanism opens up onto the hub of Upper Archanthos, from where the passengers or cargo continue onwards towards other facilities. see. Is it not here? It's there. How do I get higher? Thumasin or wonder is the emotion one feels at the onset of the quest for knowledge. Such a quest was begun here in an effort to pierce the mysteries of the ethereal sea. Yet what researchers encountered was the will of Heidelin herself. The site became a shipyard where they would construct an ark destined to reach the very moon. And that's it for the Northern Empty Labyrinth. It's not for a while. Let us go to the moon. Two there, three there. Damn, I really thought it was gonna be up here. Okay, oh, it's right there. The Watcher's Palace, a structure of enduring design, this brooding tower stands resolute in its vigil of untold millennia. The ethereal conductive plate circling its spires is reminiscent of a certain agricultural style, one found only in the depths of the ocean on the first. Amara. Knolls. This lifelike face of an enormous scale appears to peek out from the surface of Mare Lumatorium. Obviously no natural formation. It is nevertheless unknown who carved this piece, or indeed whose features it is meant to resemble. One thing is certain, the model would not find the depiction particularly flattering. Oh. Amidal's last sight. The ancient Allagans launched this Admiral-class vessel into the heavens to monitor Bahamut's prison, Dalmald. When that colossal satellite awakened around the time of the Seventh Umbral Calamity, the observation craft was shot down as it attempted to halt the activation process. Huh. Interesting. I love this place. I always love coming back to this place. I see. The Caratorium. This district was specifically designed to sustain the continued existence of mankind, and more importantly, as a wonderful place to cultivate the miraculous orange vegetables known as carrots. Because let's face it, any trial or trouble becomes easier to bear when one holds a carrot in one's paw. Greatest Ensvale. The architect of this district envisioned an ideal forest, a place where the new residents of the moon could sit or wander amidst arboreal splendor. The fact that it resembles a forest in only the most abstract sense of the word detracts somewhat from the intended effect. Well, it's the thought that counts. Okay, that's it for the moon. Anagoras, named for an ancient word meaning recognition or discovery. This settlement houses those whose job it is to assess the creations admitted to Catesis Hyperborea. These observers study every aspect of their charges and determine if a concept will add to or detract from the environment for which it was designed. The Contic Horns. The researchers of this small facility are unlike their colleagues in that they seek to manifest new creations without the aid of creation magics. Their natural breeding program pairs creatures with differing characteristics, relying purely on chance to conceive, peto for unimagined possibilities. Oh. Oh man, this is Dragon Quest to be a red book there. Alright, the Metabosos Thalassi, an annex to Ptesis Hygroberia. This facility is mainly concerned with the observation and evaluation of sea life, although its construction appears too narrow to support such an ambitious project. The building's interior harbors 6 separate marine habitats, each painstakingly recreated via arcane means. Ah, Ptesis Hyperborea, the most extensive facility in Elpis. Ptesis Hyperborea is a sprawling complex of magically simulated environments. Concepts awaiting evaluation were brought here for the last stages of observation and upon meeting the appropriate criteria, are finally released into the world at large. Leave. Following a process of extensive testing, a creation deemed unsuitable for release into the world is brought to this lake, where its life energies are magically unbound and allowed to dissipate. It is at once the most beautiful as well as the most sorrowful locale in Elpis. Oh. Yeah, that's it for Elpis. How am I doing on time? Oh, shit. It's been about an hour. But okay. Stragon Deca Octo. This sector is a recreation of the 18th civilization encountered by Metion and her sisters. Ruined and desolate, the world it represents was once the abode of a proud race of dragons who were driven to extinction in a titanic struggle against mechanical invaders from the Alphatron star. Tria. This sector is a recreation of the third civilization encountered by Meitean and her sisters. Known collectively as the Ia, the entities which reside here have cast off their corporeal shells and endure eternally in purely spiritual form. An awareness of their universe's inevitable end, however, has blighted their immortal gift with existential misery. Love that picture. ffxiv. This sector is a recreation of the 16th civilization encountered by Meitean and their sisters. Although definitive answers remain elusive, it is speculated that the reconstruction echoes the Alphatron star as it appeared in its last years, or perhaps even an Omicron outpost built upon an invaded world. Stigma 1. The prime decision-making authority for an entire machine civilization. This mechanism has been faithfully reconstructed in Ostrakan Deca Hexi, originally hailed as Strategic Matrix Alpha 1. Catastrophic damage inflicted upon its systems results in its currently assigned designation. Ostrakhan Henna. This sector is a recreation of the first civilization encountered by Meitean and her sisters. The structures are whole but hauntingly empty, as if all life had come to an abrupt end. And on that happy note, that's it. That's not all the Endwalker and Shadowbringer things, but they are all the ones I can do. I could do the city ones, but I'm not into jumping puzzles right now. I might do the Dawn Trail, but for now, I'm gonna take a break on recording these, and I guess I'll just say I enjoyed recording them. They were some of the more enjoyable sessions I've had. Hope you have a good day or night. Appreciate you. See you in the next one. Peace.